Welcome to Dick Vraa Memorial Ice Arena. This is the Tin Bin here on a Saturday night, Hockey Day, Minnesota, where the Maple Grove Crimson are taking on the OPC Orioles. Osseo Park Center Hockey, they're wearing their gray jerseys trimmed out in the orange, white, and black. They'll be going from our left to right to start this game, and Maple Grove is going to be going from our right to left, wearing the away Crimson jerseys trimmed out in the gold and white. With me is Pete Ames here on the call today, so hope you enjoy the show. We're going to get starting lineups here in just a minute. What's the big plan for the games here, Pete, for Maple Grove? What are we looking at to get started here quickly?
Well, first meeting between these two teams this year. Maple Grove is missing one of their top forward leaders in Anna Bowerly. And here we go with the lineups here. I'll let you start with that.
Number 17, so it's Hayter, and Brooke Willie is going to be the defensive
Starting
partner.
at forward, number 3, Ella.
Number 3 is Ella Ekman. She'll be playing one of the forward positions.
Starting at forward, number 10, Maya
Maya
Chepkis.
Chepkis, she is the center for Maple Grove.
And
She'll
rounding
stand
out
up
forward,
at
number
first
35,
line starting
Manny
today.
Ames.
And
In the net tonight for
35,
Gibson, number 30, Pendergrass.
and
And the rest of the Maple Grove Crimson.
And the rest of the Maple Grove Crimson will join
And now the starting lineup for your OPC
for
Stars.
the OPC Stars. Call them the Orioles a little bit earlier. I think I'm used to
Number
old school
7,
Osseo.
Lillian Buna.
That's Lillian Buna, number 7.
Her defensive partner is number 28, Taylor Holterhouse.
That's Taylor Holderhaus. That's number 28. She'll be
And starting
Buna's
at
partner.
forward, number 10, Maddie.
Number 10 is Maddie Smuck. She'll come up and join
Also
line
at
as a starter
forward,
for the
number
Crimson.
25, Andrea Crum.
Number 25, Andrea Crum will make her way
And
to the
your
starting
third
lineup.
forward tonight is number 31, Annika Gustafsson.
Anna Gustafson.
And
The other star.
protecting the net tonight for your Stars is
And in
number
net for the
35,
OPC
Kara
Stars is number 35.
Winter. And the rest of your
Lights for the OPC
Stars.
Stars. Here come the rest of the team. They're going to get their quick skate around, last minute warm up here before we get this one started here at Dick Vraa Memorial Ice Arena. They call it the Tin Bin here at Osseo, Minnesota. Hockey Day for the great state of hockey, and this is going to be the Maple Grove Crimson taking on the OPC Stars. OPC Stars down in the corner.
Always a good crowd for this matchup between these two crosstown rivals. I don't know if it's me, but this is about the warmest I've ever been in this arena.
I would have to agree with you on that one, Pete. And like you said, a lot of these girls have grown up together playing OMGHA hockey against each other, with each other on the same teams. So quite a bit of a rival here. It's Maple Grove. It's a lot of Osseo. We get it's Park Center as well. But most part, it's going to be a lot of the Osseo versus Maple Grove. And we'll get this one started with the puck drop here for period number 1. Chepkis is going to go in. She's going to get it back to Hayter. Hayter's going to get over the red line. She's going to dump it in deep where Ekman gives chase to it. In the corner there is number 28. That's Holderhaus. They try and clear it out, are the Stars. They get it as far as Hayter at the blue line. She throws one in, and Winter with the glove save there. Quickly, first whistle of the first period with 14:43 to go. Chepkis is going to go in. She's going to take the face off here. Ames swings over to the right-hand side. She wins it back for Hayter. Hayter's going to dump it in around for Ames right behind the net. Got past her, and here comes OPC. They get it out to the blue, and they're able to clear. Out to the red is Willie. She dumps it back in and gives chase as Ames. Huna's down in the corner. She's going to swing around the net. She'll turn, spin, pivot. She's going to go up the boards, but it goes right to Willie at the blue line. Willie with a shot winner. Looked to make the save, deflected it out. Now it's Ekman. She dumps it down low for Ames. Ames now loose puck picked up by Chepkis. Chepkis centers one out front to the top of the slot. Back to the point for Hayter. Hayter with a little sidestep. Feeds it down to Ekman. Ekman throws one in front. Ames right there on the short side. Puck comes out for a moment, but covered up by a winner. Nice little play there as they try to feed it down to the short side to Ames. Ames, that's her spot. She always is trying to get it in that short side and has had some pretty good success there.
Yeah, good pressure by the Crimson to start things off here early in the first period.
Sukup's going to go in. Sukup, Lawrence, and Sandberg are out there. Now it goes back to Thompson. Thompson with a lot of ice. Top of the slot, fires it in. She scores! Off the faceoff, Sukup gets it back to Thompson. Nobody came out to take Thompson, which is kind of a surprise. Let her walk in all alone to the top of the slot. Easy pickings there and a nice little snipper. Upper right-hand corner beats Winter on the glove side.
Kira Thompson had a sweet goal last game as well, so back-to-back games with the goal. She's showing some strength.
13:50 into the first period. Maple Grove takes a 1-0 lead. Thompson has it, goes D to D over to Votman. Votman up to Lawrence. Lawrence skates it in. She'll dump it down in the corner. That'll ring around. After it is Sukup. Sukup goes back to the point to Votman. Votman sidesteps, throws one towards the net. That went wide left. And there's Lawrence. Sandberg tries to dig at it. She gets it free in the corner. But it's fed out there to number 19 on the sideboards is Nielsen. And here's a chance for the Stars. That's Chloe Hundred, but picked off there by Votman. Now it's intercepted by Spitzenberger. Throws one in on Pendergrass. She makes the save. After it is Votman. Votman clears it up, tried to get it to Sandberg. Sandberg couldn't corral that one, and it's dumped back in by the Stars. Fed up to Lawrence at neutral ice. She cuts across the red. They say it's on sides. To me, it looked like Sukup was a couple strides off, but they let it roll. Sukup turns, spins, tries to walk it down the seam. She got her pocket picked, and OPC is able to clear it out. Here's a chance for Miller. Miller sidesteps a couple of OPC players, finally picked off her stick. She's on the half boards, throws it towards the net. That hits off the side of the cage and ricochets to the far side. Jess is over there. Now it's back behind the net, banked up the boards. Here comes Willie. Willie's going to pick up the loose puck, feeds it cross ice, looking for Anderson. Anderson had to dump it back down low. Benson gives chase on the Maple Grove side. Grabbed by Watson. Maple Grove, Crimson have it up to Miller. Crimson tries a centering ice pass, and it's dumped in by number 36, Lily Sartwell. She dumps it in deep. Benson has it, swings around the boards to Anderson. Anderson kicks it off her skate, try to get it to Watson, but it's thrown back in by the Stars. Stars have it front. They try to cut through the seam. Benson with a nice little stick jab there, poke check. Shot goes towards Pendergrass, but sticked aside to the far side boards. Watson's going to pick up the loose puck. She'll turn, spin, tries to shove it up ice for Anderson, who got bothered from behind. Watson overskated a little bit, so couldn't quite clear it out.
Some sustained pressure here by OPC. Now the Crimson able to break it out.
Here comes Anderson. She heads up ice, swings it to the left. Comes in, centering pass across the goal crease, but nobody there for the Crimson. Stars are going to pick it up. Chepkis right there to bump it back in. Anderson gets her stick on it, tries to feed it down low. Chepkis picks up the loose puck. You can see Miller camped out right at the slot. Chepkis goes to the point to Hayter. Hayter fires one block shot, rebound right onto the forehand of Chepkis, but couldn't get the shot away. OPC tries to clear it out. Thompson has it there for a second. She comes in, tries to feed it over for Graves. Graves had it. And that's Huna. Huna behind the net for the Stars. Bothered by Graves. Here comes Glendy. Glendy, brother, played in the varsity game for the Hockey Day Minnesota out in Shakopee. He had a goal today for the Maple Grove Crimson boys varsity. They did lose 5-1 to Shakopee, but great day, great experience for the kids out on Hockey Day Minnesota. Back to action here on the ice, and there's a shot. Rebound came right out to Graves, had the open net, but couldn't find the goal line, and it's fed back behind the net on a shot from Thompson from the point. Winter made the initial save. Rebound came right to Graves, who had wide net, but couldn't find the back of the twine on that one. Now it's picked up by the Stars. They just ice it down with 10:06 left to go. Call it 10:05, and we're going to get an icing call.
That was an interesting pairing. Chepkis was out there centering for Glendy and Graves. Normally it's Watson.
Yeah, they may have got their lines jumbled up a little bit. Sometimes you see a little bit longer shifts from some of the girls out there with the sustained pressure, especially down in the offensive zone. You know, everyone's like to get that goal in under their belt early. There's a chance for Sukup on the rebound. Big save by Winner as she came up and flashed the leather on a nice little rebound shot by Sukup. Here's the replay. You can say Sukup came out right at the top of the slot, ended up right on her forehand, and she was able to drill that one back in, but again, goaltender with a big save there. Sukup on the face-off. Gets it back. Ekman pins her up against the boards, goes back out. Shot by Benson, looking for a redirect by Ames in front of the net. Comes out to the Stars. Ekman's right there. Maddie Smuck digs for it for the OPC Stars. She's trying to take on 3 Crimson. Puck comes loose out to Sukup. Sukup feeds one towards the net. That went wide left. Ames picks it up. Tries to get it to Thompson, who's behind the net. Intercepted by Huna. Thrown back in by Ekman. Here's Sukup. Goes towards Winner. Winner went down, tried to cover it up, but her defender cleared it out to the far side boards. A lot of sustained pressure here. Good zone time for the Maple Grove Crimson. There's Sukup, throws one up high. Gloved by Winner. Couldn't hang on to the rebound, and puck is loose. Now Sukup tried to do a little dip-de-doo in the corner, but got her pocket picked, and it's turnover, and here come the OPC Stars. Annika Gustafson dumps it in deep. Benson goes after it, gets it back up to Ames. Ames tries to feed it to Sandberg. That got intercepted right at neutral ice, and it's dumped back in by OPC. Down the ice it goes. That's Maple Grove. Benson threw it. Sandberg's on her speed. She goes after it. No icing there as Maple Grove wins the race to the puck, and it's Watson. Watson feeds it back down low. Tried to do a little cycle play to Sandberg, but couldn't quite connect on that one. Now it's Lawrence with it. She has it far side. Centering pass comes out. Top of the slot. Sandberg gets a shot off. Goaltender looked behind her.
She didn't know where that puck was.
Thought maybe it went 5-hole there on the shot from the slot by Sandberg, but she made the save. It was under her pads.
Yeah, you can see her looking behind there.
Watch the replay here. Nope, no replay. We'll just get the face off here. Looks like Maple Grove is doing a little rotating with their centers. It's not the normal line. Centers are playing out there. Wings look like they're sticking the same, but a couple different centers are taking the different draws out there. Right now it's Watson along with Sandberg and Lawrence. Willie on the point, throws one in. Winner with the pad save, cleared out, but right to the stick of Hayter. Hayter fires one, another save by Winner. Deflected back behind the goal line, and that's shifted around the yellow dasher, thrown back in by Willie. Watson gets it. Nice little backhand pass by Watson there across the crease, but nobody was there for the Crimson. Number 4 for OPC, that's Chloe Hubrid. She's able to clear it down the ice, and they go off for a line change, but it's going to be picked up by Hayter. Hayter gets it to Sandberg. Sandberg across the blue, dumps it in deep. She'll go off for the line change. Anderson picks it up behind the net. She stops, pivots, centers, went right to Chapkus. Chapkus on a right in front of the top of the slot, and Winter came up big with the save there. As nice little feed by the Crimson out front right to Chapkus. Chapkus right at the top of the slot had a chance there.
And the Crimson really dominating here so far. They're out shooting OPC 13-1.
7:21 left to go in period number 1. 1-0 lead by the Maple Grove Crimson. Chepkis takes the draw, leaves it for Miller. Miller dumps it. She takes it off the face-off, gets it to Anderson in the far side corner. Now it's right out to Miller. Miller with a shot. Winter tries to go for the glove save. It was like hungry hippo. She missed the first one, but was able to corral it back in and nab that for us. Hold on in a face-off with 7:07 left to go in period number 1. Face-off back for Thompson. Thompson fires it into Winter. Winter hangs on to that one. Another glove save there by Winter.
I think Chepkis has won every draw she's taken so far today.
Very good on the face-off is Chepkis. That's been sometimes can be an area of challenge for the Maple Grove Crimson.
She wins it again.
Chepkis with the draw, thrown back in by Thompson. Thompson down in the corner to Chepkis. Chepkis gets knocked down on her feet. Anderson's there to backhand it. Here's OPC. They try and clear it up high off the plexiglass. Half wall, hash marks. Puck comes out. That's Allen for OPC. Had her stick on it. Chepkus with a nice job keeping it in the zone. Did a little stick check there. Anderson with an overskate. Chepkus got a shot off, went over the left-hand shoulder of the goaltender. Here's OPC. They try and feed it out of the zone. Votman throws it right back down, right to Anderson. Anderson tries to center one out. Off the bench is Sukup. She came flying in. Try to get a shot off the top of the slot. Over on the boards, Thompson's able to hold the zone. OPC really struggling to get the puck out of their own zone. Most of the game has been played on the OPC half of the ice. Here's Thompson. Thompson just dumps it down deep. After it is Graves. Sidestep by Huna. Huna comes out. She's going to skate it out of the zone, but gets caught from behind, goes down. But that's number 28 for the OPC. That's Taylor Holberhaus. Maple Grove doing a good job. As soon as OPC gets the puck, Maple Grove is all over him, not giving him a lot of time, forcing him to make some quick decisions, which is costing a lot of turnovers. Now it comes back out to Glendy. Glendy's going to dump it down deep. OPC is able to clear it out. Here comes number 10, Smuck. Smuck tried to dump it in. It's back to Glendy. Glendy feeds it to Sukup. Sukup with a little toe drag. Couldn't get through both defenders. Got around the first one, but both defenders were able to get back and cut her off. Now it's Smuck with the puck. Stick check by Sukup. She feeds it to center ice, but it goes back to OPC. They regroup in their own zone. They come down. They throw it cross ice. After it is Benson. Benson tries to take a swing at it. Gets it to Watson. Watson from behind the net. She grabs the loose puck. 4:40 left to go in period number 1. Here's a chance for Watson. Watson's got some open ice.
She's got good speed.
Has Ames over on the right-hand side. She cuts around, shoulder in, throws one out in front to the goal crease. Ames on that short side. She scores! Oh. We said that's Ames' spot. She loves to try and feed it in from that short side angle, and this one paid off this time as she was able to shove that one in on Watson. Got around, ducked the shoulder down. You'll see Watson come in. She made it in around the net, tried to feed one out in front, and there was Ames right on her spot and poked it by the goaltender for a 2-0 lead with 4:25 left to go in period number 1.
She had a coach years ago that would say that's a greasy, dirty goal that she scored.
Definitely. Not always looking pretty, but they all count the same way on the score sheet. Doesn't matter how, it's how many. And here come the Maple Grove Crimson. They're going to dump it back down deep. After it is Ames. Ames gets pinned up along the boards. Watson's going to try and come away with the loose puck. Ames goes down. A couple of skates got caught together, and puck comes free. That's going to be number 4, Hubbard. Watson tried to feed it back out. Hayter gets the assist. Ames on the goal, Hayter on the assist. Here's Hayter with the puck now across the blue line. Tries to cut through all the OPC players. Try to get a backhand off, but the shot got blocked and cleared out to the far side boards. Out to the point. Here's Lawrence at the blue line. She comes in, fires one up high. That went up wide right over the goaltender's glove. Chepkus down low, feeds it back to Lawrence. Lawrence behind the net to Chepkus. Chepkus comes around the short side, tries to feed one in, but the Winter was able to get the pad and the blocker down to make the save and keep this a 2-0 game with 3:31 left to go in period number 1.
Out shooting OPC 19-1 now.
Yeah, Maple Grove really putting the pressure on here in period number 1. I mean, shots on goal. We've seen Maple Grove come away with 60 shots in a game before. They're headed that direction against OPC here tonight. We'll see what the final is, but so far they've been dominating this game. Shot towards the net. Winter makes the save. Rebound is loose. Winter down, scrambling all over. Finally, OPC is able to clear it out. And number 11, that's Riley Wacker, tried to clear it out.
I was going to say, like you said, Jay, anytime OPC gets the puck, they have 2 or 3 Crimson players on them. Just no chance to do anything with it.
I would agree. Crimson all over him. There's a shot from the point. Sandberg has it. She feeds it back up to Boatman. Boatman walks the blue, throws it looking wide right or wide far side for Lawrence. Lawrence took a swing at it, but now here comes Smuck up the ice. Sorry, that's going to be number 20. Thought it was number 10. That's Andrea Jesh. Taken away by Sukup. Sukup brings it around the boards, feeds it up. Back to Votman. Votman has it across the red. Brings it into OPC territory, turn, spin. Looking for a little drop pass, gets it towards Winter. Winter goes down and covers up, and we'll get a face-off here with 2:21 left to go, period number 1. Sukup's out there along with Miller on the left, Anderson on the right. At the point is Thompson and Votman. Sukup's going to win the draw back to Thompson. Thompson turns, spins. She's going to cut towards the center of the ice, throws one in towards Winter. Winter at the top of the goal crease is able to go down in the butterfly and hold on to that one for another face-off.
Yeah, nice job there by Lauren Miller trying to screen the goalie.
Maple Grove definitely getting their bodies in front of the net there. They do a good job. You can see right there Anderson with the same thing. They throw it towards the front looking for a little redirect or a screen goal. Now it's fed out towards the point. Thompson holds it in. She takes a little bump there, but gets it down to Anderson. Anderson with a little backhand, tried to feed it towards the slot area. Now it's back to Thompson. Good puck movement here by Maple Grove. Thompson throws one towards the net, but that got deflected wide. Never made its way to the goaltender. Here comes OPC. They're trying to skate it out of the zone. They're going to need to do a little bit more tape-to-tape passing against this Maple Grove team, or they're not going to have a whole lot of luck trying to skate it through the defenders. Maple Grove's been all over them the whole game so far in the first period with just 1:20 left to go. Back out to OPC. They go cross ice. Smuck was open all alone up there. Couldn't corral the puck. Bounces off her forehand. Goes right to the stick of Hayter. Hayter feeds it up to Glendy. Glendy does a nice little body move there. Try to clear it out, but it's held in by Smuck. Now it's Graves on the open ice.
1 minute to play in the first period.
1 minute to go in the first. Shot goes towards Pendergrass. That's just the second shot on net for the OPC. Pendergrass with an easy blocker save. And Maple Grove sends it all the way down the ice for an icing call, and it'll come back down into Maple Grove territory. Watson's going to take the face-off. She wins it back. Maple Grove 93% on the draws this evening. Now it comes back out. Here's a chance for Watson. Watson gets her pocket picked from behind. OPC tries to clear it out. They backhand it out to neutral ice. Maple Grove will regroup, sort of. They dump it back in and go back the opposite direction. Benson over on the far side. She gets thrown up against the boards. Watson does a great job picking that one out of there with the loose stick. Now it's to Graves. A lot of back and forth, not a lot of tape-to-tape passing, but it's out to the point now for OPC. Here's a chance for Maple Grove.
For Watson.
Here comes Watson, goes to the outside, cuts around. Watson all alone, fires Winter with a big save. Watson and Glendy had the 2-on-1 right at the buzzer, and Watson, with a nice job, made her way around the outside of the defender, came in, maybe got a little bit too close to the goaltender, not a whole lot she could do. Goaltender came out, cut it off, and was able to make the save to keep this a 2-0 game after period number 1.
Yeah, Watson with good speed. She's always a threat when she gets that puck in open ice.
She does have some wheels there. She got her skates a moving, and after her first period of play, shots on goal, 25 for Maple Grove, just 2 for the OPC Stars, and Maple Grove with a 2-0 lead. I think Coach Grant over there is going to be talking to his team there. A little bit more intensity, a little bit more passing, try and get it, because Maple Grove is just all over him. Maple Grove showing a lot of energy here tonight to start this one. So goals for Maple Grove. Ames had second goal. First goal, I can't even remember. It was so long ago.
Thompson.
Earlier period. I thought it was Thompson. It is. Thompson and Ames with the 2 goals for Maple Grove. Just 2 shots for OPC.
And Ames, she would hate that I say this, but I will just say it. She is celebrating her 16th birthday today.
Well, happy birthday, Miss Ames. Sweet 16, always a good thing, and a goal on her birthday. Fantastic. All right, we are set for period number 2. Still 10 seconds left to go, so they're going to have to reset the clock here. Not sure if the referee understands that, but we're going to figure this one out. Chepkus out there with Ekman and Ames. On the point is Willie and Votman for the Maple Grove Crimson. Crimson win the face-off. It's up to Votman. Votman to Ames. Ames feeds it across ice. OPC tries to clear it out. Chepkus right at the blue line, tries to hold it in. OPC is able to get it out of the zone. And that's Jess has it. She dumps it down deep. Votman goes in for the Crimson. Here's a chance now right outside the blue paint. Pendergrass. Dangerous there as the puck got pushed out into the blue paint area across the goal crease. Pendergrass tried to get the glove on it. Looks like Willie's going to go to the box for a penalty.
That might be a cross-check there at the end.
At the end, trying to clear it out there as the puck was loose and right in front of the top of the slot. Pendergrass couldn't get the glove on it, so Willie's going to go to the sin bin, they call it, for Maple Grove. She'll think about that one. 2-minute penalty, which will put Osseo Park Center on the first power play for the evening. Willie with the call, 2 minutes for roughing. Referees just taking control early to make sure nothing gets out of hand. Now it's OPC on the power play. They have it back behind the net. That's Huna down low. Huna has it, she turns, spins. Not a whole lot of area to go with it. Ekman got the skate in front of that one. Here's Benson, tries to clear it out. Bounces over the stick of the OPC defender. Now they're going to have to go regroup.
Ekman the chance.
Here's Ekman, picked it off. Ekman still with the puck, throws it in. Winner with a save. Ekman goes down, no call there. She took a little shove at the front, went down, but Ekman intercepted that pass. The OPC Stars trying to go D to D in their own zone, and Ekman anticipated that one and was able to pick it off and go in for a little shorthanded opportunity, but Winner came up big. Now it's back down into the Crimson zone. Fanned on the shot, tried to clear it out, are the Crimson. Slap shot from the point by Huna, got deflected out in front. Now puck is loose in front of the blue paint, cleared out right to Ekman. Ekman's able to dump it out of the zone. Puck goes down low. Sandberg hops off the bench, back behind the goal line. 30 seconds left in the power play for the OPC Stars. Picked off at the blue line by Lawrence. Lawrence stops, turns, pops, top of the circle. Makes a couple of moves, comes in, tries to go short side on Winner, but Winner's seen that one before and was able to hug the post and cover that one up for a faceoff with 12:47 left to go. Period number 2, 18 seconds left in the power play for the Stars.
Good penalty kill by the Crimson. They've had as many shots, I think, as OPC has.
Lawrence will take the draw. OPC tries to just get it out of the zone, but it's held in by Thompson. Now it's back for Lawrence. Lawrence skates it around, pushes it up the boards to Hayter. Hayter just dumps it in deep. They're okay just wasting time till Maple Grove gets that back at full strength, which they are. Willie's out of the box. Sukup comes off the bench. Thompson holds it in. Now it's to Sukup. She backhands it down low. Sandberg on the half wall. She's throws one back to Sukup. Sukup centers right, looking for Lawrence at the top of the slot. Kind of a handcuff pass to Lawrence. She couldn't get the stick in close enough to get a shot off. Nice little play there, though, by the Crimson. Now it's Hayter. She bumps it forward. Poke checks at that one. and it's thrown back down deep by the Stars. Here comes Thompson. Thompson turns, spins. She'll skate it up ice. She's got some open room there. She cuts across the red, brings it to the far side boards, tries to get through a couple of extra defenders. Maybe could have done a good job just dumping it in deep. Now it's Sukup. Sukup out to the point to Lawrence. Gets by her to Samberg. Samberg with a snapshot, looking for a deflection. Lawrence on a backhand. Gets it towards Winter. Winter makes the save. Little bit of a collision there by two OPC players. Go down behind their own net. Ran into each other. They'll try and clear it out center ice. Samberg picks it up, makes a move around one defender. Still on her stick. Nice pass by Samberg to Anderson. Great opportunity. Samberg saw Anderson, thought she was going to shoot it from the slot. Last second, fed it to Anderson on the short side. Watch Samberg here. Makes a move, thought she was going to shoot it from the slot. Feeds it right to Anderson. Big save by Winter as she was able to get from post to post.
Nice one-time shot there by Anderson. Great pickup by Sandberg to get that pass over.
Beautiful play there, but even a better save by Winter to keep this a 2-goal game. Puck goes down low. Now it's fed to Anderson. Anderson tries to feed it out. That hit the shin pads of Sukup. Now it's Huna behind the net for the Stars. Huna feeds it up to number 16 for the Stars. That's Allen.
Presley
fed right
Allen.
back in by Votman. Cross ice pass, a little bit too far in front. They're able to deflect it out, but it's still going to be icing as the deflection came on the OPC side of the red line. Made its way all the way down to the end boards. Once it crosses the goal line, referees are going to call that icing 99 out of 100 times. 10:47 left to go, period number 2. Maple Grove already up to 30 shots on net. Faceoff goes back to Votman. Votman over to Benson. Benson had a little trouble handling that one. Comes up with it, feeds one towards the net, but that went wide left, just outside the blocker. That's Miller at the half boards. Watson takes a couple of pokes at it. Here come the Stars. They're trying to clear it out of the zone. They get it as far as the blue line, but deja vu. Votman holds that one back in. Stars dump it in deep. They're going to go off for a line change. That's going to give Ekman some room. Tries to feed it up to Anderson. Anderson deflects it out to Miller. Miller right back to Anderson. There's a trip on OPC's number 28.
That was one of those excuse me stick moments where she just put her stick out. Anderson's skate hit it, and she went down and gets the call.
That's Taylor Holterhaus. She's going to go to the box 2 minutes for tripping, which is going to put Maple Grove on the power play for the first time tonight. Already with a 2-goal lead. Looks like it's Chepkis, Graves, and Glendy out there up top.
Chepkis wins it again.
Chepkis just doing fantastic on the faceoffs. Willie goes down low, feeds it to Glendy. Glendy from behind the net. Glendy not sure, feeds it out in front, looking for Chepkis. Chepkis got a shot, but it got deflected wide. Glendy feeds it over to the far side, half wall for Willie. Willie back to Glendy. Glendy behind now for Graves. Graves fans on the shot, or she faked it, couldn't tell. Glendy with a nice feed out to Chepkis at the top of the slot, and OPC is able to clear it out of the zone.
All sorts of time there for the Crimson to set that up.
Thompson has it. She feeds it up to Graves. Graves goes cross ice on the no look, but threw it right to the OPC defender, who's able to dump it back down and waste a little bit of time. 1:12 left to go on the power play for Maple Grove. Now it's Thompson with it. Thompson bothered there by OPC's number 33. That's Prokop. Here comes Chepkis with a couple of moves. Cuts across the blue. Tries to feed one towards the net. Chepkis back to Willie. Willie down to Chepkis. Chepkis across the slot. Goaltender save, Winter. Cleared out by the Stars. Thompson gets back for it. Nice move by Thompson to get away from the forechecking speedster. That's number 26, Madison Olson, known as Mad Cat from the Maple Grove days. Not sure if she still goes by that, but you can always tell she's a very hard, good skater, puts in a lot of effort for the OPC Stars. Here's a chance for Sukup. Sukup off her stick, and Winter's going to cover that one up and hang on with 8:22 left to go in the second. 15 seconds left in the power play for Maple Grove.
Yeah, Anderson certainly getting her work in. She's getting some good reps for OPC.
Sukup on the draw, wins it back for Benson. Benson just throws one towards the net. That went wide left. Hayter gets it down. Feeds it to Ames. Ames tries to go slot to Ekman. Had to get it through 2 defenders there. Not sure if that was going to make it. And the OPC back at full strength. Benson feeds it up to Ekman. Ekman at the red line. Has Ames on her left. Cuts to the top of the circle. Leaves it for Sukup. Sukup comes in. Fires one high up over the head of Winter. Up off the plexiglass, and it's fed down the ice by the OPC Stars. They need a line change, so we'll get an icing call and a face-off to the right of Winter.
3 shots on goal for the Crimson that power play.
Maple Grove 0 for 1 on their first power play, as my partner Pete says here, 3 shots on net, had a couple of good opportunities. Winter, though, came up pretty big on that one. Now it's Sandberg behind the net. She goes back out to the point to Votman. Votman back to Sandberg. Sandberg cuts across the seam, top of the slot, fires it down low. Usually you see Sandberg go up high right with that one. Elected to try a low side shot, maybe looking for a rebound to come out. See if they couldn't pop that one in on a mishandled puck by Winter, but Winter held on and gets the face-off. Now it's Lawrence has it. She feeds it around. Sandberg goes back to Lawrence. Lawrence cuts around the top of the circle, picks up the loose puck, but OPC's going to have it. That's Huna who feeds it around. Over for Smuck. Pinching in is Thompson. Watson tries to help out. Thompson tries to kick it forward with her skate. Sandberg tries to dig it free. She does. Tries to finesse one around the defender, but OPC is able to clear it out. Votman right there, pad, saved by Winter, just deflected it. OPC tries to go for the long pass, trying to feed it up to Greenwood at the center ice, but couldn't connect on that one. Goes down in the Maple Grove zone. Back out, now it's grabbed by Lawrence. Lawrence has it, tries to feed it up to Watson. Lawrence picks it back up, dumps it down deep. 6.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Nice shot there by Votman. Sandberg tried to redirect it. I don't know, it may have been a high stick if she would have made contact, but felt shoulder level, tried to get a little piece of it. Hand-eye coordination not quite there, but face-off with 6:26 left to go.
And I misspoke earlier, it's Winter that's getting the reps, the goalie for the OPC. She's getting tons of reps here today.
Another save by Winter. Pad save, deflects off. Another shot, 37 shots, and we're just about halfway through the second. There's a chance for Miller. Miller fired it high, wide right. Looking for Anderson on the back door. It was Chepkis on the backhand pass from behind the goal line. Tried to feed it to Anderson on the back door. Anderson tried to one time, but jumped over her stick. Now Chepkis back to the point for Hayter. Hayter comes in, fires it in. Rebound comes out, puck is loose. Maple Grove doing a good job getting it back to the points. Their points are wide open. OPC is kind of hanging all 5 of their players down below the hash marks, which allows the defenders to skate in to the top of the circle and get off some really good shots. Here's a chance for Anderson. She fed that one wide left, though. Now it's back to the point. You'll see what I mean here. Nobody attacks Hayter. Hayter gets a free shot. You take 6-7 strides in to the top of the circle and really pick your spots if you're Maple Grove. Back out to Willie. Really thought about a little toe drag there, elected to shoot it instead. Back out to the stick for Hayter. Hayter dumps it in. OPC cannot clear it out of the zone. Pad saved by Winter. Rebound comes out to the slot. Willie backhands it down low and finally cleared down ice by the Stars. And that's going to be an icing call as it just trickles its way over the end line.
Maple Grove, I'm sure, is pleased, out shooting 39-4. However, 1 goal, OPC is right back in this thing.
No doubt about it. We've seen that happen 100 times before, right? Where outplay, some fluky goal by OPC. All of a sudden, they're back right in this game. And that starts to make the Crimson a little bit nervous. you think, 39 shots. Winner having a big game here. Another save there, and that'll put Maple Grove at the 40-shot mark with still 4:45 left to go in the second period.
I think they're up to 95% win.
Yeah, OPC has not won very many face-offs. I would say maybe one or two. Maple Grove not quite at 100%, but gosh, they're darn close. They've been really taking over the face-offs and really yeah.
Face off to the left of Pendergrass here.
Face off back, one back by Maple Grove, picked up by Thompson. Thompson swings it around, feeds it, looking for a cross ice pass to Sukup. They couldn't connect on that one. Sukup's going to win the race, though, to the puck. She picks it up from behind the net, swings around the bottom of the circle. Sukup cuts through the seam, throws one in towards Winner. Picked up by Glendy. Glendy tries to feed it out to Graves. Graves dumps it back behind the goal line. Watson tries to dig it free. Here comes Watson, short side, goes right across the blue paint. Graves couldn't get it in on the back door, and here comes OPC. OPC dumps it in. That's number 16. Maple Grove's going to get a penalty there as Presley Allen got taken out right over the blue line. Came in. Looks like Benson's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for Maple Grove, probably for checking would be my guess here, and it is. Or we'll call that interference. Interference on Benson, so she's in the box for 2 minutes. Out to kill this one is going to be Watson and Ames. Watson takes the draw. One back by OPC. OPC brings it down low. Feed it out to Huna. Huna dumps it down deep. Olsen has it in the corner for OPC. Makes a couple of moves, backhands it out to number 33. Prokop, but it's going to be picked up by Watson. Watson brings it across the blue. Tries to feed it out. That hit the skates of the OPC player. Ames intercepts that one. She turns, spins. Ames still with control. Taking off her stick, but she'll pick it back up behind the goal line. Here comes Ames. Ames tries to bring it out front, right there. Sandberg in front, she scores! Shorthanded goal for Sandberg as Ames did all the work on that one, brought it out from the corner. Couple of stick moves, looked like she tried to go short side. Let's see the replay on this one. Here comes Ames from behind the goal line. Tried to go short side. Goaltender Winner tried to cover it up with her glove. Sandberg got there a little bit quicker, was able to pick the pocket of the goaltender, throw it into the open net for a 3-0 lead and a shorthanded goal. Sandberg on the faceoff, gets it back for Thompson. Thompson feeds it up to Ekman, but it's thrown back in by OPC. Here's a chance, OPC. Sandberg, good back check there. Intercepted that one, leaves it for Thompson, who dumps it down the ice. Sandberg from Ames is the official scoring, and a shorthanded goal at that. 40 seconds left in the power play for the Stars, but Ekman has the puck. She tried to feed it to the point, but gave it right to Smuck. Smuck tried to center pass one, but it's thrown back down deep by the Crimson. Sandberg's going to go in on the forecheck as the OPC Stars try to break it out of their zone. They can't, and it ends up on the stick of Votman. Close call there as Votman goes cross ice.
Good hustle there by Sandberg.
Sandberg's going to pick up the loose puck. She takes a little body bump into the corner, decides to headlock whoever that is. Sandberg's going to go to the box on the headlock. Not quite sure what that was.
I think they both might go.
That's Grace Tolka. Referee's going to take both of them as Tolka. Sandberg's going to get a roughing call. Tolka as well. Sandberg to the box for 2 minutes. 5 seconds left in the power play. We're going to have 4-on-4 hockey. Should be 5-on-4. Let's see what happens here. Nope, 4-on-3. Not quite sure how this is working out. 4 apiece. Osseo needs to throw one more player out there. It should be 5-on-4. Those should be coincidental minors. And finally, here comes Olsen off the bench. They wipe the penalty off the board. Now it's back on. 5 seconds left to go. Maple Grove back at full strength. 5-on-5 hockey. The last 2 penalties were coincidental minors, so they still play 5-on-5.
Offsetting minor penalties assessed to OPC's number 14, Grace Cook, and number 34, Alexander. 2 minutes for roughing, so we're offsetting minor.
Both players in the box, 2 minutes for roughing. $1:10 left to go in period number 2. 3-0 lead for the Crimson. Fed back out to the point. Chepkis with a little snapshot there. That got blocked, so Voigtman has to throw it down low. Fed out to the half wall. They try and clear it out. Voigtman, nice job there. She's able to hold that one in. Voigtman cuts across the seam, throws one in on Winter. Winter goes down, makes the save there as Voigtman was able to hold the zone, skated in, cut across the seam, got a shot off with 46 seconds left.
That'll be an icing. Chepkis won that draw and was able to get the shot off too.
Chepkis just doing a fantastic job just overpowering the face-off circles today. Just domination by Maple Grove on the face-off. Gets it to Lawrence. Held in by Hayter. Lawrence is going to go on the forecheck. She'll dump it down deep around the net to Miller. Miller comes away with it, far side. Centering pass, intercepted though by the OPC defender, but right onto the stick of Miller. Miller gets a shot off, but sent it a little bit wide. Maple Grove continuing to put on the pressure here, even the late second period, just with the 3-0 lead. Now it's out to the center ice. That's going to be offsides by about 3 feet. Referee said no, let him play. OPC try to get the shot off, and that's the buzzer for period number 2. Maple Grove will go into the third period with a 3-0 lead. Shots on goal, 44 for the Crimson, just 4 for your OPC Stars. This is Pete Ames, Jay Sandberg bringing you today's broadcast from Dick Vraa Memorial Ice Arena, the Tin Bin, here where Maple Grove JV girls are taking on the OPC Stars. We'll be right back after this short intermission for the final period of this one. Stick with us. Hope you're enjoying the show. Welcome back to Dick Vraa Memorial Ice Arena. We are at the Tin Bin. We're just about to get third period started here. Stands are packed here for JV as people are starting to file in for catching the third period of the JV and getting varsity started here at Hockey Day, Minnesota. And it's OMGHA Day here at the Tin Bin. So we got the high school girls outside in the foyer signing autographs for all the OMGHA players, looking to make their way up to the varsity ranks at some point. So kind of a cool day here for Osseo Maple Grove. As again, we talked about this earlier in the broadcast, a lot of these girls have played with each other and against each other all growing up through their OMGHA experiences. So pretty cool.
Yeah, you could see some of them giving each other a little hard times for fun on the ice and rubbing each other. And it's a lot of fun to see the girls having fun with players they've known all their lives.
Absolutely. 15 minutes left to go in regulation here. 3-0 lead for Maple Grove. Shots through 2 periods, 44 for the Crimson, just 4 for the OPC Stars, but they're only down by 3. I mean, a quick goal here by OPC could get them right back into this one. Maple Grove, again, 95% on the face-off circle, so that's a big statistic here, and another one won by Sukup. Back for Votman. Votman goes back behind the net, looking to get it to Benson. Benson feeds it up ice. Sukup right there trying to tip it out of the zone. Couldn't. Finally is able to clear it out, but that hit the padding right in front of the Maple Grove bench. 2 players in the box. Sandberg for Maple Grove. And I forget who went in for OPC was number 13, Tolka. Both of them for roughing towards the end of the second period. Didn't see what Tolka did, but did see Sandberg try and throw the headlock and take her down like a WWE wrestler. Here's a chance for Anderson. Anderson clears it, skates it out of the zone across the red line. Avoids the poke check, but finally defenders able to clear it off her stick. They try and get it out of the zone. They do. Right to Benson at neutral zone. Thrown right back in by Anderson. Anderson fires one towards Winter. Winter's been busy between the pipes, doing a fantastic job as she stopped 41 of her 44 shots she's faced.
Oh, she went down hard.
We have a hurt player back behind the OPC net. Can't see the number right away on who that is, but looked like she went down. What happened, Pete?
I don't know if that was a collision or if she hit the side of the net, but it looked like she did go down pretty hard. At least she's on her knees, so she's moving. They are bringing out they're bringing out the coach. I thought they were going to bring out the athletic trainer.
Coach Grant comes out. He'll check this one out, see what's going on.
Whoops, don't fall, Coach Grant.
See if we can't get a number on this one. Looks like it could be number 8 or 9. I mean, I guess it could be 28 or 29 too.
You hope maybe just a little wind knocked out. Give her a moment. She's getting up.
Back on her feet. Looks like she's going to be okay. Looks like she's smiling, so nothing hurt there. She might have just lost an edge there. We'll see. That was number 7. Lillian, that was Huna. She's pretty tough, seeing her play all through OMGHA, so expect to see her back on the ice. One of their starting players. Face-off down at center ice. That one's going to be won by OPC. They're going to get it up the boards into the zone, and it's going to be picked up there by Glendy. Feeds it down low. Cross ice pass. Tolka gets it up. Here's a chance for OPC. They come in, fired in on Pendergrass. Makes the save. Willie threw in a second rebound shot in on her own goaltender. Pendergrass had to make a shot or a save on Willie.
I don't think they gave her the second shot, though.
They should. That one should have counted. Big save by Pendergrass. Once on the OPC player, once on her own defender. Here's Willie, gets a chance for it, feeds it back into Graves. Graves tried to bring it in across the blue line a little bit too quickly as Maple Grove couldn't quite get it out of the zone. And that's a face-off. She shot it on her own net.
I was hoping we'd see the replay. They were unable to put it out there, though.
Watson in for the face-off, wins it back. Willie's going to have it. She goes D to D over for Hayter. Hayter across the red. Bothered from behind by, that's number 16, Presley Allen. She does a nice job, pokes it out of the zone, gets it to Willie. Willie goes cross ice, banks it off the boards for Graves. Graves tries to kick it forward, gets it to her backhand, dumps it in, and goes off for the line change. Back behind the net, they ring it around. That's Allen, gets a tip on it. Out of the boards, but right back into the zone is Hayter. Thompson intercepts it, poke checked off her stick. Picked up by Chepkis. Chepkis down low. Got it behind the net. Tries to clear it. Ames has it. Ames with a feed out front for Ekman, who's right in top of the slot. Got her stick on it, but she was getting bothered and stick checked from behind, so threw it wide. Ames and Chepkis battle for it. Comes out free to Votman. Votman fans on the shot, but is able to recollect herself and dump it down towards the half-wall boards. Chepkis dumps it on the backhand. Ames goes in on the forecheck. She pokes it out of there. Ames tries to cut across the seam. Leaves it for Ekman, who backhands it wide right of the goaltender. Chepkis tries to do a little wrap around from behind the net. Feeds one. Puck is loose. Jumped right over the stick of Ames, who is right at the top of the slot, and it's cleared out by the Stars. Allen had a chance at it. Throws it back in. Now it's Thompson across the blue. Feeds it in. Pad saved by Winter. Rebound comes out. Ames had a chance. Clear it out. Votman's going to pick it up. She's at the red line. Cuts to the center of the ice. She's got some open room. Ames way offside, so that'll be a offsides on the Crimson with 11:43 left to go. Period number 3.
Little birthday enthusiasm, extra enthusiasm.
A little too quick across the line as Votman tried to bring it in the zone. Maybe one too many little stick handles on the blue, but Ames got a little excited, a little bit too quick down into the zone. Backhanded out by the Stars, right to the stick of Benson. Benson's going to feed it down deep on the forecheck is Sukup. Now it's across. Sandberg overskated that one, couldn't corral it. Back out to the point as Benson throws it towards the net. Tipped out in front. Sandberg looked like she got a piece of that one. Winter on the redirect made the save.
It was a nice save by Winter there.
Yeah, shot from the point by Benson. Sandberg was cutting across the slot. Looked like she got a stick on it. Redirected a little bit, but couldn't tell how much. Here's Willie has it. She goes D to D, back to Benson, right back to Willie. Willie across the red, feeds it to Sandberg right at the blue. Probably should have just dumped it in as soon as she got across the red, but tried to hit Sandberg on the short side blue line. Now they feed it in. Puck is loose. Sandberg's going to pick it up. Neutral ice, goes over to Willie. Handcuffed there, so she's going to have to go back in her own zone. Skates it out, goes cross ice. Picked up by Lawrence. Lawrence with a nice little spin move there. She'll cut it up. Heads back the opposite direction. Here's a chance for Lawrence. Lawrence cuts in, backhand. Big save, and she scores!
Sweet goal.
Lawrence cut across through a backhand to the far side. Nice little play there, and Lawrence gets the goal to put the Crimson up by 4.
Skating in between one player, two players, gets around the third player, backhand. Nice shot.
Winter got a piece of it, but just couldn't get it as Lawrence hit the outside, or was going for the outside post. Nice backhand there by Lawrence, just outside of the reach of Winter, who was trying to skate to get her pads and skates over to the near side post. Was expecting Lawrence maybe to take a forehand shot, but she elected to go backhand and got the goal to put the Crimson up by 4. We'll see what the official scoring is on that one. I think it's going to be Lawrence unassisted, but we'll see. Now it's a chance for Anderson. That in, there's a penalty. Someone's going to the box for the Crimson. Looks like it's going to be Anderson. She's going to go there as a little dangerous hit on the player.
Scoring for the Crimson, number 34, Natalie Lawrence.
For a trip.
Assisted by number 20, Willie Lawrence from Willie.
So Lawrence from Willie, number 14. They called it number 34. 34 we know is Sandberg. So number 14 is Lawrence. Lawrence got the goal. The assist went to Willie. Anderson in the box, 2 minutes for tripping. OPC on the power play. Hayter clears it down the ice and is going to waste a little bit of time with 10-10 left to go in regulation. Watson in on the forecheck. She puts on the pressure down low, holds it down. It's going to take 2 OPC players to get the puck away from her. Back out to neutral ice, and Hayter's right there to dump it in deep. Here's Hayter again. Hayter doing a good job just keeping the puck down in OPC zone. OPC can't connect on the passes. There's Hayter. She fires one, tries to go to the far side post. That one went wide, so it's going to give a chance for OPC to get it out of the zone, but Thompson's right there to keep it in. Maple Grove on the line change. Here comes OPC. That's Prokop. Prokop never has it. Tries to feed it, but nobody there, and Hayter's able to get the stick on it. Now it's back out to the point for the Stars. They feed it down low. Chepkis has it, try to hit Graves, who is cutting down the middle of the ice. Tolka gets it out of the zone, but it's right to the stick of Thompson. Thompson goes high up off the plexiglass, dumps it back down deep. Comes around to Smuck. Picked up by Huna. Huna has it. She's going to skate it across the red. Here comes Huna across the blue. Tries to make a toe drag. Leaves it for Smuck. Smuck throws one in. Blocked shot there by Thompson as it hit her shin pad. Chepkis has it. Feeds it out of the zone. And after it is Graves. Huna's going to get there first for the Stars. Huna dumps it. Graves gets a stick on it. Back to Thompson. Thompson goes cross ice. Off of the stick of Greenwood.
Good kill there by the Crimson.
Maple Grove back at full strength. Not a lot of shooting there for the OPC Stars. Had a little trouble getting out of their own zone. They try and clear it far side. Ames gets her skate on it to block that one. Benson tries to take a swing at it. Picked up by Sukup. Sukup goes up to Glendy. Glendy puts it forward to Ames. Ames tips it in the zone. Here's a chance for Glendy to Ames. Ames has it. Poke checked off her stick, but right to Glendy. Glendy back to the point for Votman. Votman over for Benson. Benson fires it towards the net, looking for a redirect at the top of the slot by Ames, but it's cleared out by the Stars. Stars get it to the blue line. Glendy's right there to force it back in. Dumps it for Ames. Ames has it. Here's Ames, top of the circle. Nice little feed. Saucer pass right at the top of the slot. Puck is loose. Winter's trying to cover it up. It's caught in the skates, finally kicked out. Here's Benson, throws it. Winter with the save. Sukup on the rebound shot, but Winter with a big save there out front, and Winter comes up big. Now it's Benson. Benson has it behind the net. She'll stop and use the net as a decoy. Feeds it up, but it's right onto the stick of the Stars. They throw one in, looking for Pendergrass. She goes down, looking to make a save, but that hit bodies out in front, deflected back behind the net. 7 minutes left to go in the third. 4-0 lead for the Crimson. They got 50 shots so far in the game. Here's a chance for Ames at the blue line. Poked off her stick. She gets the rebound. Poked off again, and here comes the Stars. Stars come down the ice. They cut to the outside. Around the bottom of the circle, forced nicely by Hayter. Picked up by Sukup. Off the boards, back to the point. Lucy Christengill throws it in. Right out in front, top of the slot. Pendergrass right there, just sticks it over to the left. Throws it to Willie. Willie goes back over behind the net to Hayter. Hayter banks it off the boards, just clears it out of the zone. Butterfly flutter. Icing's waved off, picked up by Huna, chased by Ekman. Ekman down low. OPC has it. Here comes Ames. Ames tries to cut across the seam, top of the circle. Gets forced to the outside, around, shot blocked there by the Stars. Stars are going to clear it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call on OPC with 5:57 left to go, period number 3, 4-0 lead for the Crimson. Faceoff picked up. Sandberg grabs it, leaves it for Lawrence. Up over the goaltender and ends up on the top of the net as Lawrence threw a turnaround shot, deflected off a stick. Looked like it might have fell right in behind the goaltender, but lucky for Winter, it ended up on top of the net.
It's one of those where she goes down and she can't reach high enough for it.
It was high up, a little rainbow arc over the glove, and there's nothing she could have done about it. Luckily for her, again, it landed back behind the net, or on top of the net. Now it's down in the corner, tried to feed it out to the point. Held in for a moment by Lawrence, but cleared out by the Stars. On a race for it is Willie. She just feeds it over to the far side boards. And now it's going to be grabbed by Watson. Watson behind the net. Swings it around, trying to feed it up to Sandberg. Sandberg couldn't get enough on it to get it out of the zone, so it's held in there by the Stars. Now cleared out by Maple Grove. No icing there. Sandberg picks it up. Here's a chance for Sandberg. Cuts to the center of the ice. Had to force to the top of the circle. Drops it to Benson on the point. Benson fires it, looking for far side for Chepkus to tip it in. Back to Thompson. Thompson skates in, fires it far side. That went wide right of the goaltender. Back to the point for Benson. Sandberg tried to redirect that one, but couldn't get her stick on it. Rings all the way around the boards. Thompson dumps it in deep. Now it's Anderson. Anderson bumps it off the boards. Chepkus feeds it to the top of the slot. Thompson picks it up, skates, turns, spins.
Tip.
Nice tip there by Chepkus right out in front. Redirected that one. And now OPC is just trying to get it out of the zone. Back to Chepkus. Off the side of the cage, picked up by Anderson. Chepkus tries to feed it out front. That's blocked by the Stars defender. Finally able to clear it out. Benson's going to turn and spin and head back the other direction. She'll dump it in deep. Maple Grove goes back in on the forecheck. OPC Stars just can't even get a breath here once they get the puck. I mean, Maple Grove just all over them.
They just iced the puck there. Give him a break.
Kristen Gall sends one down the ice for the OPC Stars with 3:37 left to go in period number 3. Face off down to the left of Winter. Sukup's going to come in, take the draw. One back by OPC. OPC back behind their own goal line. They feed it up the near side boards. Can't get it out of the zone, so Willie's at the blue and dumps it back down deep. Back around the boards. They flick one up high. It flutters its way down. Here's a chance for Holder Haas. Holder Haas had it. Now it's Olsen with it. Olsen dumps it in deep. She tries to sidestep one player. Willie's going to pick it up now. Over to the near side boards. Miller, nice centering pass to Anderson. Here's a one-on-one. Anderson goes to the outside, cuts around. There's a tripping call on Anderson. That's number 13. That's Grace Tolka. She's going to go back to the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Anderson as Anderson on the one-on-one. Went left, faked left, went to the right, tried to make it around the outside of the defender. Tolka, not a lot of options she could do. She elects to throw the old slash right into the skates and took Anderson down. Puts Maple Grove on the power play with 2:52 left to go in the third.
Minor penalty assessed on OPC's number 13, Grace Tolka. 2 minutes for tripping.
Face-off goes back down low. It's Glendy. Glendy behind the goal line. Picked up by OPC. Glendy all over her, forces her to the outside. Watson helps out, picks up the puck. Here comes Watson. She skates it around the net. Bottom of the circle, feeds it to the top. That's Willie. Willie throws one. Blocked in front. Hit some bodies, never made its way to the goaltender, but Benson's able to pinch in and hold the zone. Glendy throws it down deep. On the forecheck is Watson. Trying to clear it out is OPC, and they do. They get it across the blue. Back into Maple Grove territory is Willie. Willie feeds it up, but to nobody, and it hits off the line, and that's going to be offsides on Maple Grove. They're going to have to check up. They're good. Gives OPC a little bit of time to get the puck, and they're able to clear it down to the zone. Benson over for Voigtman. Voigtman tried to hit Glendy, gets by her stick. No icing there. Picked up by OPC. Here's a chance for Voigtman. Voigtman all alone tries to go far side post. Winner flashes the leather and hangs on with a $1:51 left to go in the third period. 1 minute left to go in the power play. 4-0 lead. Great job, Maple Grove, from Grandma and Grandpa Chepkis, Gulf Shores, Alabama. People looking from all over the place. Go Lauren, Maple Grove Crimson. Love it, from Stephanie Dorr. Appreciate all your comments coming in tonight. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Jay Sandberg, Pete Ames, bringing you from Dick Vraa Memorial Ice Arena. It's OMGHA Day and Hockey Day Minnesota, both here at Maple Grove Osseo. Take on each other. 4-0 lead for the Crimson. Now it's over for Ames. Ames feeds it out right to Chepkis. Tries to go far side, but she shot it wide. Back out to the point. Maple Grove on the power play. 30 seconds left. OPC down low. Took a little chop block there, was Ekman. Over for Voigtman, looking for. Puck is loose right in front. Quick whistle there by the referee as he lost sight of the puck, so blew the whistle. It was free on the far side of the goal crease, but he was on the near side, so couldn't quite get his peepers on there, so he blew the whistle. No problem there with 1:12 left to go in the game. 21 seconds left to go in the power play. Sukup on the face-off, wins it back for Voigtman. Voigtman goes down to Lawrence. Lawrence tried to feed one out to Sammer, got the slot, but threw it right onto Olsen's stick for the Stars. Olsen's able to clear it down the ice. 1 minute left to go in period number 3. Here's a chance for Sukup. Sukup has it with a little bit of speed and some room. OPC back at full strength. Sukup knocked off her stick as she tried to cut towards the middle of the ice. Back behind the net is Lawrence. Lawrence has it, tries to go back to the point and does. Gets it to Willie. Willie goes cross ice to Thompson. Thompson throws one in, pad saved by Winner. She knocks it away. Out towards the point, fed back down deep by Willie. Now it's Thompson. Thompson has it, top of the circle. Down low for Lawrence. Lawrence feeds it out, looking for Samberg at the top of the slot. Jumped over her stick, picked up by Sukup. That hit a skate and deflect high in the air. Another chance, Samberg right at top of the slot, fed by Lawrence. Back behind the net, Sukup is there. Picked up by Sukup, top of the circle, and that's going to be it for game number 1 here at Dick Vraa Memorial Ice Arena, the Tin Band. Maple Grove Junior Varsity Girls take a 4-0 victory over the OPC Stars. Outshot 56-6 is the official shot total. Hope you enjoyed the show. This was Jay Sandberg, Pete Ames bringing you today's broadcast. Stick with us. They're going to be bringing on the varsity game next, where these two, both same teams, will meet, just varsity level girls. The Crimson will take on the OPC Stars. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show and have a great night.